Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to another video, and it feels great to be back. I have been away for a while. I was away visiting family, I got a new job, so that's been taking up a lot of my time, and I broke my toe.
My dog stepped on a bee.
So I didn't get the chance to go out and take pictures as often as I usually do, but I have a lot of rolls in the lab waiting to get developed, and so there's a lot of videos coming your way soon. In the meantime, I just wanted to hop on here quickly and tell you something about my experience ordering my prints off of Redbubble, because I really wanted to know firsthand what the service was like, what the quality was like, and what better time than Christmas, because Christmas presents. And my experience was super positive, so I just wanted to tell you all about that. So if you don't know of Redbubble, it is a print-on-demand store which allows artists to put their designs on pretty much everything. They have phone cases, mugs, water bottles, shower curtains, pretty much anything you can think of. I had used Redbubble in the past, mainly buying some, quirky mugs or t-shirts for specific occasions. Because like I said, if you sift through all of the different designs, you can really find anything on there. The service is a really good idea because as an artist, you don't have to go through the process of getting your work printed on something. You don't have to go through the whole shipping process and sending it to your customers. So needless to say, it just really makes your life much easier if all you want to focus on is your actual art. And for some time, I had been looking for a similar service for offering my photos or getting my photos as prints. Now, you surely know that there is a bunch of sites that specialize in this for purely photography, so they are very specialized in photography. However, for multiple reasons, these services did not exactly fit my needs. Mainly because most of the time, the shipping costs were just super unreasonable. This was often due to the fact that these services have their production facilities in one single country, and then as soon as you want to ship these out to a different country, then the prices climb. Or if you're in France, for example, and this service is located in the USA, you have custom fees that are added to that, and really quickly this adds up. I was checking the prices for ordering these prints over here to France, and so many times the shipping price was just near $50 or $60, which needless to say is just much higher than the product's price itself. So I couldn't with a clear conscience expect anybody to put that kind of money into this, especially for, photographic prints. I wasn't even willing to put that price for my own work. Very often on these sites, these products were also priced very high with a super low artist margin. And if you were able to lift the margin up a little bit, then it would dramatically increase the price of the product again. So once again, I was looking for a more reasonable solution. So while I was looking for alternatives, I thought of Redbubble because I did know that among their array of different products, they also did offer photographic prints, art prints, and framed prints. These were the only product choices that I selected for myself because they were the most compatible with what I was offering. Obviously, let me just say, this video is not sponsored by Redbubble. They don't know me. I don't know anyone working there. They have not asked me to make this video. This is just a really positive experience that I had on my end. So one of the first and big advantages with Redbubble is that they have facilities in many different countries around the world, which allows them to produce your print in whatever country is closest to the customer. So this significantly cuts down on delivery fees and delivery times as well. For example, when I ordered my prints to Paris, they were produced in the Netherlands because that was their closest facility, and that is just a stone throws away from Paris. Seeing as Redbubble are not specifically renowned among photographers or really known for their photographic prints, I really wanted to know firsthand what the quality was going to be like, because the quality you require for printing like a quirky graphic or a funny sentence or saying on a mug is not necessarily going to be the same standard that you are going to expect with a photographic print or an art print. So I decided to upload my photos onto Redbubble and just order them for myself to see what's up. And I'm going to show you what I received because, to be honest, my expectations were really not high, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really impressed. The prices of the products for the customer I also found to be much more reasonable than what I saw elsewhere, and you can set and define your margin to whatever you want, so you really get to take control of the value that you perceive your work to have. Also, with the base price being lower, you can set a margin higher than, 50 cents like I saw on some other websites, and still not be robbing your customers blind. They also have regular mailing lists, promotions, and discounts on their products, so that's another perk for your customer. Another thing you can do is set your work to private if you don't necessarily want to offer that to the wider public. For example, if you just want to order the prints for yourself. And you can also switch the margin to 0 for the same reason, which allows you to not only use it as a storefront, but also as a personal printing service. Now, like I said, Redbubble have so many product options, and there are also multiple options for photography prints. Not only do they have various sizes available, but also various formats. And obviously, if your image is low quality, then they won't offer the big format prints to protect the customer and make sure that they don't get something blurry or pixelated, which I think is great, not only for the customer, but for your own reputation. They also offer various different finishes, so they do prints on traditional Kodak photography paper, which are going to look like your typical photographs straight from the lab, but they also offer art prints printed on thick quality paper, which have a white margin and a matte finish. Those were the ones I was specifically interested in because I was really curious to see what those would look like for photographs. So the first thing that struck me was that I actually received the photographs in 5 to 7 days, and that was before Christmas. So I would have been fine even if it was more, but hats off to them for that because there's no reason you should have to wait for a month to get your product. They were packaged safely and arrived in pristine condition. They were rolled up in a box, so all you have to do is lay them under a book for a day or two and you're good to go. So now to the actual quality of the prints. I was really happy with it. The detail, the colors, everything was just perfect, very true to the original. So let's take a look at the ones I ordered. For example, I got this one for my mom for Christmas. She trains guide dogs, so they only stay with her for a year. And this was a photo I took of Luna, her last dog, who went off to Guide Dog University just a few weeks before that. And my mom ended up getting it framed, so you can also see what that would look like. And to be honest, it looked super professional. And now to the colored ones. So this one was a photo that one of my friends really liked, and I was actually worried about this one because when I got it scanned at the lab at the time, I only asked for standard quality. So I was worried that it might not look so great in this size, since all of the other photos I uploaded on Redbubble were HD. But to my surprise, as you can see, it also turned out great. And then I also got this one because the colors and the general vibe of the photo were quite unique. So I wanted to see if it would translate well in the art print format. And look at that. Looks wonderful too. Again, very true to the original. So what can I say? I was overall super pleased with the different prints that I ordered, and I really don't regret trying this service out. I actually uploaded more of my photos on there because I'm going to be sticking to it for a while. Another thing that I appreciated was that the site is super user-friendly, so as well as for the customer, it is very easy to navigate, but also for yourself as the artist, you can upload the photos, you can set everything up in the next steps, and it really isn't a big headache. So like I said, I didn't enable all the different product options for my photographs, so I stuck with the photographic prints, framed prints, and art prints, but you can definitely put your work on any product if this makes sense to you. However, obviously, since I didn't do that, I really cannot vouch for the quality of those products because obviously if you order a phone case, you're gonna not only want it to be printed well, but also to protect your phone. And I cannot speak to that, haven't tried them myself, but for my intents and purposes, this service provided just about anything I could need. Since I uploaded the photos, I also did make some sales and nobody had an issue as far as I know. I've seen the photos arrive safely to people. I also really like the artist storefront, which you can share with your followers. It looks great. They also have mock-ups of the product so that the customer can imagine what it would look like. So what more can you ask for? I know that there are other print-on-demand services similar to Redbubble. I have not tried those. So if you have experiences with those, please do let me know in the comments. We can kind of compare experiences. I'm also going to leave the link to my Redbubble down below so that you can look around. I definitely am not asking you to buy anything. This is just simply so that you can take a look at what it looks like, maybe get more familiar with it and see if Redbubble can be a good fit for yourself. So I guess that's all I have to say about Redbubble and their services today. When I was looking for different videos on YouTube about this topic, I actually found hundreds of videos about Redbubble and their products, but I didn't see any videos specifically about photography prints or art prints for photographs. So this is why I wanted to make this video in case you're in the same situation as me and wanted to know more about my experience with this. Hope it helps you out if this thought ever crossed your mind, and let me know if you have made your own Redbubble store. My next video is coming very, very soon. I promise. I'm already working on it. And in the meantime, please take care of yourself. Have an amazing day. Take some beautiful pictures. And I missed you guys.